So Rich is on a 7-day tagine challenge, stating the obvious here, but he's basically eating a tagine every day for 7 days, and this is day 4. So I thought, oh, where are we going to go for our tagine today? And then we thought, well, why don't we just try and make one? So we're going to make a video about our first tagine. The recipes are really simple to follow and everything's getting flung in one pot, so we shouldn't really go wrong with it. Even if you've not got great cooking skills, it should be pretty straightforward. We've been in Morocco now for 3 months, so I'm surprised we've not picked up a tagine yet. I think we've probably been put off in the past because we bought one the last time we were here and it just got left in the van, carried from one campsite to another, and we never actually used it. So when we were in the UK we ditched it, and we've always been of the agreement if something's not getting used it gets ditched. So now that he's had 3 tagines on the trot, he's pretty much converted, so this one should stick around. Let me grab it and I'll show you. So this is the tagine. You've got the base and the lid. I'll just show you the base. So we're going to cook this on our Kadak. The bottom is safe to do it because they've put these conductor type metal stuff on the bottom, so it's fine to go on the gas. A tagine is a traditional Moroccan stew. It's a bit like a slow cooker. The meat and the veg will be in there for a while, and the condensation that rises as the food's cooking kind of drips back into the food and makes all the flavours like really soak in, and should be a pretty strong, rich flavour. We want quite a saucy tagine. Quite a lot of them that you get can be, you know, the meat and the veg absorbs the kind of juice, but we're going to go for quite a sausage tagine because we like to dip the bread in and that sort of stuff. You can get beef, lamb, fish, veg, chicken, you know, anything really goes when it comes to tagine, just whatever, you know, you can fling any flavours you like together. But let me show you what we're going with. So this is our ingredient pile here. We've got potatoes, carrot, onions, and then the seasoning is garlic, ginger, chicken stock, salt, pepper. We've got passata there. We'll be putting garlic, olive oil in the base and the dome of the pan, and we've got chicken, or sorry, turkey, because they didn't have any chicken. We've got turkey and merguez sausages currently in the fridge, and that's going to be, we're going to combine the two, and we're also feeding for 4, so it should be a pretty big dish. Let's see how we get on. So because we've just bought the tagine, one of the things that you need to do with a new tagine is let it soak in water for a couple of hours and then line the base and the inner lid with your olive oil. They do say you can put it in the oven and cook it for a couple of hours and wash it again, but we obviously don't have an oven in the motorhome, so we're just going to do the first part of that, and yeah, that should be fine. So I've roped Rich into helping. He's going to prep all the veg while I get on with soaking the pot. Just going to take you along to the I was going to say the kitchen, not the kitchen. I'm going to take you, it's like an outer sink area on the campsite, and we'll show you a bit of that. So I've came along to the outside kitchen area. I'm going to give the tagine a rinse and a bit of a soak, and then we will get back to the van and get all the ingredients in the dish and see how it goes. Pretty big. Wait to see how much water is in the bowl. It's going to be good. So now that they're soaking, you can see they're filled to the brim with water. I'm going to go back and see how Rich is getting on with the veg and what his thoughts are on his favourite tagine so far. Before we ask Rich what his thoughts are on the tagine, I'll share mine. So I really love tagine, but one of my biggest bugbears is the fact that a lot of them can have bones in the dishes. So, you know, it's chicken with the little ribs attached, and I've had beef with big chunks of bone attached, and it doesn't, you know, the meat is lovely, but it just doesn't make for a very good eating experience. That's probably one of the reasons I don't really eat a lot of fish, because just the thought of bones is like, it just puts me right off. But at least when we're making our own, we've got full control over what goes in. So I'm back in the van. We've got potatoes ready. just adding a few more in, and Rich is going to do some carrot as well. So let's find out his thoughts on the tagine. So I was just sharing with the guys what I like or dislike about tagine, so just to get your thoughts on the tagine.
So being a northern lad, I like a saucy tagine because I like stews and that. So this will be a Northern English stew broth tagine sort of thing.
And what about the tagines you've had this week?
Not been too bad, yeah, but I'm not a particularly cultured eater or a good eater. I don't like bits really, but I'm trying to be a little bit more cultured, which is why I've started trying to have some tagines or whatever. Some of them have been really nice actually, to be fair, but
yeah, more adventurous.
I'm a culture vulture now.
So I'm back with the tagine that's been soaked. Daddy's still working away. Rich is still working away at the veg. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop some lovely garlic infused olive oil. I'm going to put that in the base of the pan and the lid of the pan. I'll show you that. In the base and the lid. I think it just helps seal the flavour. And especially because it's garlic flavour as well. I think that's going to give it a really nice touch. We've skipped, well, pretty much breakfast and lunch today, so we're both absolutely starving, verging on being hungry. While filming a video for our first tagine, it's a great combination. This garlic oil smells amazing. Also, Rich is cutting the garlic just now as well. He's mincing it and it smells absolutely amazing with the ginger. So that's the lid done. Right, the base. It's quite therapeutic, this. A little brush. One tagine is now loaded up with oil. And I've just dribbled it down my dress. I'm going to be stinking of garlic all day. So we've got the veg chopped. We've got cut with our chicken stock cube. I'm going to let that soak. I've got the garlic to mince. Dad's done the ginger. So once the garlic's minced, we can get the chicken and the merguez, the sausage. I keep saying chicken, it's turkey. This is the sausage. It's a Moroccan spiced sausage, it's very nice. And we've got all this chicken, turkey to go in as well. Looks like the guys already put it into nice sections for us, so that'll save us a step. We've also got a pre-made tagine seasoning mix. But like I said before, you can pretty much throw any kind of combination of flavours in this. We're probably going to try a curry in it as well. So if you don't have a garlic press, I highly recommend this one. It's Oxo garlic press. I think it's about a tenner on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But it is, honestly, it's very good quality. We've also got the tin opener. Well worth the money. I'm just going to add this onto the ginger pile, to be honest. Let me just show you how nice and neat that comes out. It's pretty good, isn't it? So I've pretty much got everything ready to put in the tagine now, so we are going to get it on the cada, get it heated up and fry off the onions, ginger, garlic, and then start to layer everything in. Right guys, so the cadac's on. I'm going to grab the tagine and start cooking this thing up. The moment of truth. Okay guys, this is cadac's on a low heat. The pot's been baking in the olive oil for ages. All the veg, everything's prepped, ready to go. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to start with the garlic, ginger and the onions. So let's get the garlic and ginger in the pan. How cute is our chopping board? It was a gift from Rog, Jen and the girls when we got our motorhome. How nice is that? Hang on the onions. Let's get this on the road. So Rich, the beef, and our guests Michelle and Darren are off to the the Calypso along the front while I get this tagine cooked. So I'm hoping they might come back with a beer for my hard work. We don't have any left, unfortunately, and it's a trip to Agadir if you want a beer run from this campsite. So water it is for me, I'm afraid. Smells amazing. I'm going to open this spice mix to get a little whiff of the flavour. Lovely. Get the other one open now to get the pan nice and hot. So we've got the turkey, the sausage, that's all coming along amazing. I'm going to fry these things off for a bit. I've immediately regretted that. So even though it's on a low heat, the lowest the Kadak will go, it's starting to stick to the bottom already, so I'm going to add the stock in now because I don't want that sticking anymore. A bit of a bashed sausage here, put my seasoning in and then give it a good stir. Smells very good. I'm now infused with the spices. The spices on their own were interesting. Smells amazing. So I've got 2 lots of passata to add. I'm just going to open these inside. So I've ran out of battery on the video there, so I've had to pop it on charge while this has been simmering, but I really wanted to show you the veg going on. So we're now ready to do that. I've got another cup of seasoning ready to go in as well because I've got still another jar of passata, all the veg, and already this is pretty full, so we want it to be a very saucy tagine, so more seasoning and sausage. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to layer on the veg. I've got carrots going on, potato going on, yeah, plenty room. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the passata in the bowl, and then I'm going to mix the seasoning in and pour it all over the veg on the top. Yeah, you'll see it going in anyway. That way everything's coated in sauce. Just about enough room in there, guys, and no more. I'm just going to get everything covered. No potato will be left unturned. And there you go. That is everything. So as you can see, the pot is literally brimming with sauce. There is no more space in there whatsoever. I've got the lid to put on, and that is going to Yeah, it's actually brimming that much. I've got a carrot poking out the edge, so I'm just going to rearrange some of the stuff inside and then let it simmer for about an hour. So we've had a bit of a disaster in my attempt to make a saucy tagine. I think I've overdone the sauce. The tagine is literally hemorrhaging sauce. I've had to clean it up a good couple of times, so let's just see what kind of state of play it's in just now. Here it is, it's cooking away nicely, but as you can see, not quite sure if it's picking it up, but the base of the Kadak is literally swimming in sauce, and you can see it's bubbling away nicely. There's that much sauce, it is overspilling with sauce. I have had a little taste, and it does taste very nice. So as you can see from that, it's a bit of a disaster. There's sauce everywhere. It does taste really, really nice though, I have to say. I'm quite impressed with the flavours. Initially when I had a little sniff of the spice, it smelled okay, but there was something in there that I wasn't quite sure about. But now that it's mixed with the passata, the garlic and the onion and all of that, the flavours have really came together very nice. So I'm pretty sure the guys are going to love it. They're on their way back from the bar at the Calypso Hotel, so hopefully I'll have that drink and let's see what they make of it when they get here. So the guys are back from the pub. They're just discussing how much he paid for the tagine. It turns out it only cost something like £6.80. Ready for the big reveal.
So I've slaved away over this for hours and hours and hours.
That's a lie.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Wow. That is one saucy tagine.
Mum's done good. Is that not the guy that we...
So I've probably got tagine up my face because I've already started eating, and Rich has just reminded me to show you guys what we served up, so here it is. So that's the tagine. I've got bread dipped in oil and balsamic there. As you can see, it's all been dished out. The bottom of the pan has burnt a little. Yes, the inner of the pan's burnt a little. The majority of the sauce ended up on the side, as you could see, so I'd make a few changes the next time. I'd definitely put less passata in and maybe less meat overall. There's been plenty there to go down, but for a first attempt it's pretty good and it tastes nice, so that's the main thing.